Iceland. And we are gonna start a family trip here. We just got to Reykjavik. Mom is here and Dad is here. Are you guys excited? Very.
Yes.
Very excited. We haven't seen each other since,
October.
how many months has it been? Since
8.
October. 8
8
months. So today is the day of being reunited. Yay!
Yes.
Can't wait. We're so excited. We're gonna explore lots of places. So let's go see what Iceland has in store.
Yes.
Bless.
Yes. Our time in Reykjavik was the kickoff to our Iceland family vacation. We were so excited to spend time together and to experience the best of what Reykjavik has to offer. Of course, this involves food. Our first dinner was at the old Iceland restaurant, and then breakfast the following morning was at Emilie and the Cool Kids. Both were delicious.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We only have sesame.
We're
here to go.
going to do sesame.
We're going to the Sky Lagoon. You guys ready?
Absolutely.
Let's check it out. We thought we'd kick things off with a relaxing activity, so we headed over to the Sky Lagoon. Most people have heard of the Blue Lagoon, which we'll get to later, but this location is a lot less crowded and more local to Reykjavik. It was only about 10 to 15 minutes from where we were staying. Your ticket includes the immersive and traditional 7-step spa ritual, which you only get to go through once, so my advice would be to really enjoy it mindfully. The ritual includes a cold plunge, the sauna, body scrub, the steam room, and more. We got rhubarb lemonade,
So good.
non-alcoholic option, and then we got a beer over here.
We're rolling.
It's live.
Cheers. I love you.
I love you too. We're at the Sky Lagoon here in Iceland after 8 long months apart.
It's been too long.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. I love you.
I love you too.
When do I turn it off?
Whenever you're ready. Café Loki would be one of my top restaurant recommendations for all of Reykjavik, especially if you wanted to try some traditional Icelandic food. Common Icelandic cuisine includes things like lamb and fish and rye bread. Café Loki actually had a rye bread ice cream, which was really unique. It had a bit of a grainy texture and really tasted like rye, so I would definitely recommend trying it. We're going into an Icelandic church. This is very cool.
Very cool.
Bless. Reykjavik is home to the largest church in Iceland. Definitely make sure you pop in here because it is absolutely stunning. And if you go to the gift shop and buy a ticket, you can head up to the top floor and see some incredible views of the city. I know there's actually an elevator here in Iceland.
Beautiful.
How unlike Europe. We're going up to the top of the church.
We could have told people we walked.
We could have, but now I've spoiled the secret.
Let's take the elevator.
We spoke too soon. There's some stairs. You guys ready to get a little exercise? Oh, this is so cool. can see some cool views of Reykjavik from up here. Oh, look how pretty it is.
It's beautiful. That was so loud, that almost blew us away.
Iceland's religious history is quite interesting. In the very early days, the pagan religion was practiced and the Norse gods were worshipped until the overtaking of Christianity. First, it was Roman Catholic, but then in the mid-1500s, the primary religion became Lutheran, which it still is today.
Going snorkeling. Here we go.
The next morning, Dad and I went on a very big adventure. We went snorkeling at the Silfra Fissure, which is where you can snorkel between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates.
Here we go. Snorkel.
This is the only place in the world you can swim between two continents. The water is so crystal clear that you're actually allowed to drink it, and it's only 35 degrees Fahrenheit. The hardest part of this experience, honestly, is how tight the dry suits are, but once you get past that, it's easy to see that this is one of the most incredible experiences Iceland has to offer. We're at the Grill Market in Reykjavik, and we were recommended this dish by Lil, one of Steven's relatives, and it's a lobster served on a lava rock. I forget the exact name, but I'll look it up and put it on the screen for you. So you gotta try this. Cheers. Very excited to try.
Wow. That's really good.
Wow. It's crispy on the outside, like it feels charred, and then it just melts in your mouth in the middle.
That's surprising.
It's
That's
so
really
good.
good.
I mean, because it's all black. It looks like it went through a volcano.
It looks like lava.
So, ooh, these are good. I would definitely pass on the recommendation. This is
Have
good
the
stuff.
seaweed.
Yeah, a little seaweed salad here. How's that?
Delicious. This is good.
That's good too.
And then Alva's playing.
Yeah, we're having a good time. Iceland has really good food, so
It's very cool.
loving it. If you can only go to one restaurant in Reykjavik, the Grill Market is absolutely my top recommendation. It's definitely worth the fine dining price. Just make sure to make a reservation in advance. you need to make sure you try in Iceland is skyr. It's similar to yogurt but has a thicker and creamier texture and a higher protein content. It's an Icelandic delicacy. The best time to see puffins in Iceland is May through August, which is when they come to land for their prime breeding season. One of my favorite facts about puffins is that they typically mate for life. In the winter months, puffins will migrate to the North Atlantic Ocean. They can flap their wings up to 400 times a minute and can reach speeds of 55 miles per hour. They're such incredible birds and are very beloved here in Iceland. Alright kids, we're heading to the Blue Lagoon. Are we excited? So excited. It looks really cool and really blue. Let's go check it out. And there's a lot of volcano remnants going on here, so.
It even smells like a volcano.
It does. It does. The Blue Lagoon in Iceland was accidentally created in 1976 when workers drilling near a power station hit water sitting on magma. The hot water rose through the pipes, spilled over the lava field, and stayed there due to a layer of silica that formed on the ground. Initially, the water was called the poison pit because its blue color looked radioactive. However, during an annual party, some workers decided to bathe in it and found the warm water felt really good. They continued to return and discovered that the water actually helped clear skin conditions like eczema. The Blue Lagoon is unique due to its warm temperature, salt water, skin-beneficial silica, and a special type of algae that stimulates collagen and has anti-aging properties. These features make the Blue Lagoon famous and truly one of a kind. First impressions, we're at the Blue Lagoon. First off, it is very blue. It's so beautiful. You're surrounded by volcanic remnants here. The volcano is pretty close, so it actually closes a lot. It just reopened a couple weeks ago. So very lucky that it's back open now. And comparatively to Sky Lagoon, it's a lot more crowded, but it is a lot bigger, which is great. It's quite cold outside, so there's a lot of steam going on. It's kind of hard to see each other sometimes and see the color of the water, but that's okay. Gives it a nice ambiance. There is a bar here, so you can get a drink, which is included with your ticket. I got a little carrot, apple, orange, ginger juice, which is right up my alley. And then on the other side, there's the mask bar, which is where you put the face masks on, and I am excited excited to try that. So we're gonna enjoy and relax and enjoy the Blue Lagoon. And one other thing, you try not to put your hair in because the salt water makes your hair very crunchy. So we've got our hair tied up today. So, all right, those are all my tips. I'm gonna go enjoy the Blue Lagoon and show you a little bit more about what it has to offer. Mask time. You start off with a lava scrub. There's 4 steps to this. This is the exfoliator at the beginning. You're looking good.
It feels amazing, doesn't it?
It does.
So we leave this on for 5 to 10 minutes.
That one's 5 to 10 minutes. This one's about 1 minute.
1 minute. Yeah.
And then we go back for round 2.
Perfect.
We're gonna feel so good. All right, we're on round 2. This is the silicone mask for 10 to 15 minutes.
How's it feel?
Very cold.
It's Iceland.
Yeah, it's Iceland water. My hands are cold. Iceland has some of the freshest water in the world, actually.
And
You don't drink it here, but when we went snorkeling yesterday, they told us you could drink the water. That's so crazy to me.
yes. And the coldest.
Yeah, and people drink it out of the bathroom. It's just wild. It's like another world here.
It really is.
All right, third and final step. You can choose between an anti-aging mask and a hydrating mask. Looking good.
I had the hydrating.
The hydrating one is recommended for sensitive skin.
Yes. Although I could have used the anti-aging.
No, you look beautiful.
Thank you. You got the anti-aging. You don't need it.
I would just like the green.
I love it. This feels so good.
How long do we leave this one?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20
You can go to the bathroom with your face mask.
Don't say that on the camera.
I'll cut it out.
Feels great.
My name, Andri Arnarsson, translates to snowman, son of eagle. As you can hear, my last name, my surname, is in the head of my father's first name. So my father's name is Arnar, so I am Arnar's son. So the only people in my family that have the same last names are me and my brothers, because we are the son of eagle. My sister has a slightly different last name. You know what that is? Daughter of eagle, or Arnarsdóttir, as we say.
There was a storyteller at the Blue Lagoon tonight to celebrate the summer solstice. One of my favorite stories he told us was about the construction of the lava restaurant. During construction, they had all of these mysterious issues. Come to find out, they were trying to build this restaurant on the elves' capital. Elves are a huge portion of Icelandic folklore, and whether or not you believe, it's important to respect the elves. So they had to have an elf whisperer come in, and come to find out, the elves were upset that they were not consulted about the building plans. So they had to make a deal with the elves, which required supplying the blueprints of the restaurant on a USB drive. This USB was presented to the elves, and then the mysterious issues ceased to exist. The lava restaurant was built and continues to exist to this day, serving some delicious food. On our last full day in Reykjavik, we checked out of our Marriott apartment and headed over to Brauð Co to try out their famous pastries. My brother John joined us for the next portion of our trip, where we'll explore more of Iceland together as a family. To really set the scene of what was to come, we went over to Perlan, Wonders of Iceland, which is a museum that gives you a taste of Iceland's nature and iconic attractions. They had a Northern Lights planetarium, a glacier exhibit with real ice, and much more.
Are you kidding me?
The king. Last but not least, we had to try the world-famous hot dogs in Reykjavik, which, as expected, had a very long queue. Of course, they include beef and pork like most hot dogs, but lamb is the secret ingredient to the Icelandic sausage. It is recommended that you order one with everything, which includes onions, a brown mustard, ketchup, and a mayo-based sauce. We got our hot dogs from the famous hot dog spot.
Worth the wait.
Long line. What do you think, John?
Done.
Good. And that concludes our tour around Reykjavik. Up next, we're going to venture out of the city and go see more of what the country of Iceland has to offer. We have some beautiful nature, waterfalls, and adventures coming up, so be sure to subscribe to my channel and come back for the next vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you then.